Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to start with the new series of class 10th science. Starting with the chapter 1, matter in our surroundings. So without wasting much of your time, let us begin. What is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass and is felt by senses is called matter. Matter is the form of five basic elements: the Panch Tattva: air, earth, fire, sky and water. What are the characteristics of particles of matter? Made of tiny particles, vacant spaces exist in particles, particles are in continuous motion, particles are held together by forces of attraction. Now, what are the states of matter? We have in total 5 states of matter, but plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate are non-evaluative. So we won't be discussing them much, but the main 3 states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. Let us discuss them. Now, what are the properties of solids? Solids have fixed shape and definite volume. Their interparticle distances are smallest. They are incompressible, high density and do not diffuse. Interparticle forces of attraction are strongest. Constituent particles are very closely packed. Then, properties of liquids: not fixed shape but fixed volume. Interparticle distance are larger, almost incompressible. Density is lower than solids and diffuse. Interparticle forces of attraction are weaker than solids. Constrained particles are less closely packed. What are the properties of gases? Neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Interparticle distances are largest, highly compressible. Density is least and diffuse. Interparticle force of attraction are weakest. Constituent particles are free to move about. As you can also see from the diagram given with all the 3 states, and this question, that is differentiate between solid, liquid and gas, is many a time asked in your final exam. Now moving to the 4th state, which is non-evaluative. What are the properties of plasma? Plasma is an ionized gas. A plasma is very good conductor of electricity and is affected by magnetic fields. Plasma, like gases, have an indefinite shape and an indefinite volume. For example, the ionized gas. Then let's move to Bose-Einstein condensate. This is also a non-evaluative, but for our knowledge we can read both of them, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. A BEC, that is Bose-Einstein condensate, is a state of matter that can arise at very low temperatures. The scientists who worked with the Bose-Einstein condensate received a Nobel Prize for their work in 1995. The BEC is all about molecules that are really close so they are really close to each other, even closer than atoms in a solid. Then some important terms are melting point. The temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called its melting point. The melting point of ice is 273.16 Kelvin. These terms are also as important as the difference between solid, liquid and gas. Fusion. The process of melting, that is change of solid state into liquid state, is also known as fusion. Then dry ice. Solid carbon dioxide, CO2, is stored under high pressure. Solid CO2 gets converted directly to gaseous state on decrease of pressure to 1 atmosphere without coming into liquid state. This is the reason that solid carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. Mark it as very important. This question, what is dry ice, is also asked many times in your examination. Then latent heat. The hidden heat which breaks the force of attraction between the molecules during change of state. This is what? Latent heat. Then, latent heat of fusion. Heat, when we convert a solid into liquid, it is known as fusion, and the heat required to do this is known as latent heat of fusion. Then, latent heat of vaporization. Heat energy required to change 1 kg of liquid to gas at atmospheric pressure at its boiling point. This word, at its boiling point, is important to mention is this definition. Then, evaporation. Important topic, as you know. The phenomena of change of a liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Keep in mind, it's below its boiling point. Then, the factors affecting evaporation. The rate of evaporation increases with an increase of surface area. So first factor is surface area. Then the second is temperature. With the increase of temperature, more number of particles get enough kinetic energy to go into a vapor state. Then third is humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in air. The air around us cannot hold more than a definite amount of water vapor at a given temperature. If the amount of water in air is already high, the rate of evaporation decreases. Fourth factor is wind speed. The higher the wind speed, the more the evaporation. Then a phenomena which is known as evaporation causes cooling, that is cooling due to evaporation. The particles of liquid absorb energy from the surrounding to regain the energy lost during evaporation. We have seen while applying acetone, if we put some acetone on our palm and it evaporates, then our palm feels cool. That is, evaporation causes cooling. A question which generally comes in your school exams is difference between evaporation and boiling. Boiling is a bulk phenomenon, whereas evaporation is a surface phenomenon. In boiling, particles from the bulk of the liquid change into vapor state. In evaporation, particles from the surface gain energy to overcome the forces of attraction present in the liquid and change into vapor state. Then, sublimation. The changing of solid directly into vapors on heating and vapors into solid on cooling. Example, ammonium chloride, camphor and iodine. And the substances that directly convert from solid to gas are known as sublime substances. That's all for today. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you.